Fine, thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to present to you the state of the African aviation industry for the year 2018 and our priorities for the coming years. In 2018, the global economic growth moderated from 3.1% in 2017 to 3%. Developing countries' economies remain the main drivers, while in advanced economies, the growth has slightly decelerated to 2.1%. Oil prices have increased by 28.3% to US $68 per barrel, compared to US $53 in 2017. Economic fundamentals in most African countries have improved and inflation declined in countries with stable currency exchange rates. Overall in Africa, after a decline in 2016, the economy recovered and recorded a growth rate of 3.6% in 2017 and 3.5% in 2018. This upward trend is expected to continue in 2019 and 2020 with respective forecasts of 4% and 4.1%. However, this projected growth remains unsatisfactory to reduce unemployment and poverty. North Africa is expected to contribute up to 40% of the forecasted growth in Africa in 2018. East Africa is the fastest growing region with 5.7% of GDP growth in 2019. In West Africa, many countries recorded economic growth of more than 5%, especially Ghana and Ivory Coast, who recorded growth rates above 8%. Central Africa is on a recovery trend. The regional growth in that region remains below the continental average. In Southern Africa, the growth is moderated due to mainly to South Africa's performance. Mauritius is performing well due to good public policies. Next slide. Okay. Economic growth, tourism, and air transport are closely linked. According to UNWTO, international tourist arrival reached 1.4 billion worldwide in 2018, representing an increase of 5.6%. The 2018 performance is lower than the particularly high rate of 7% reached in 2017. Almost all regions recorded an increase in international arrivals. The growth was led by the Middle East and Africa, which with 10.3% and 7.3% respectively. In Africa, the number of tourists for the year 2018 was estimated to reach 67 million, representing 4.8% of the global number of international tourists. Solid growth in many African destinations, such as Tunisia, Morocco, Mauritius, Cape Verde, and Kenya, led to Africa's remarkable result. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, according to IATA, the global demand for air transport services remained strong in 2018, with 4.38 billion passengers carried on scheduled services, representing a 6.9% year-on-year growth. The global average load factor for 2018 was 81.9%. Air freight demand recorded a very weak performance with an FTK growth rate dropping from a very good 9.7% in 2017 to a modest 3.4% in 2018. The main cause of this decrease is a slowdown in world trade during the second part of the year. The air traffic growth in Africa is consistently increasing since 2011. In 2018, African Airlines scheduled operation carried 92 million passengers, representing a market share of 2.1% of the world market and an increase of 5.5% over the previous year. Intercontinental plus inter-African traffic represented 61.4% of the total traffic of African carriers. For AFRA members, intercontinental market segment remains the biggest, with 51.05% of all passengers carried. The domestic market segment represented 22.4%, while the intra-Africa market represented 27.62%. The top 5 passenger countries in Africa in 2018 are South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. 9 South African domestic routes are part of the top 10 domestic routes in Africa. Only the Nairobi-Mombasa route is part of the top 10. The potential for traffic growth is significant. Removal of traffic right restriction and non-physical barriers for the movement of people, goods, and trade, reducing taxes and charges are a vital step to reduce the cost of travel in Africa and promote the emergence of low-cost carriers. The low-cost market share represented only 9.6% for African carriers, when it was up to 29.2% in Latin America, 28.7% in Europe, 24.1% in North America, and 19.9% in Asia Southeast Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, the AFRA member airlines who carried more than 4 million passengers in 2018 include Ethiopian Airlines, Egyptair, Royal Air Maroc, Al Algeria, South African Airways, and Kenya Airways. In 2018, the average passenger load factor recorded in Africa was 71.5%, which was still 10% lower than the industry average of 81.9%. Nouvelle Air Tunisie, Air Mauritius, Kenya Airways, Africa Airways, Tunisair, Ethiopian Airlines, Air Algeria, and Royal Air Maroc have performed better than the average load factor. The highest passenger load factor was in Europe, with 84.6%, followed by North America, 83.9%, Latin America, 81.6%, Asia Pacific, 81.5%. Several constraints explain the low performance in load factors in Africa. They include the mismatch between capacity and demand, the limited commercial cooperation between local carriers, the non-coordination of intra-African networks, and the expensive costs of travel in the region. AFRA member airlines in 2018 expanded their networks on both intra-Africa and intercontinental routes. 6 AFRA member airlines launched a total of 23 new routes. These new routes connected 14 intercontinental destinations and 9 cities within the continent. The AFRA member airlines that reported on freight performance together moved 799 tons in 2018, representing 82.2% of the scheduled freight by African carriers. 79% of the freight traffic was carried on intercontinental routes, while 21% of the freight traffic was carried on routes within Africa. The level of intra-Africa trade by exports is 17% compared to 59% in Asia and 69% in Europe. In July 2019, the operational phase of the African Continental Free Trade Area was officially launched by the African Union in Niamey. As of now, 54 out of the 55 member states of the African Union signed the agreement, and 27 have complied with all the domestic requirements for the ratification. The United Nations Economic Commission for Africa estimates that the operationalization of the Continental Free Trade Area could boost intra-Africa trade by an additional 8% by 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the industry's profit represented $6.85 average per passenger in 2018, while Africa was the weakest region with an estimated $1.09 loss per passenger. The strongest financial performance is being delivered by airlines in North America with $14.66 per passenger in 2018. The weak performance by African airlines is mainly attributed to various challenges facing African airlines, such as high fuel costs, blocked funds in some African states, currency fluctuation, and high taxes and charges. According to ACI Africa, African airports carried 213 million passengers in 2018. Of these, 64.3% were international passengers. The busiest airports are Johannesburg, Cairo, Addis Ababa, Cape Town, and Casablanca. The main cargo hubs among the top 5 in the continent include Johannesburg, Nairobi, Cairo, Addis Ababa, and Lagos. Aircraft movement at African airports increased by 4.4% in 2018. The top 5 African airports ranked by aircraft movement in 2018 are Johannesburg, Cairo, Addis Ababa, Jomo Kenyatta, and Wilson Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa Airlines fleet is forecasted to grow by 4% annually over a 20-year period. 54% of aircraft in operation in Africa are single-aisle type, 18% regional jets, 20% wide bodies, and 8% freighters. Afra-member airlines with the largest fleet size are Ethiopian Airlines, Egyptair, Royal Air Maroc, Air Algeria, and Kenya Airways. According to industry experts, African Airlines will need 1,160 new airplanes over the next 20 years to accommodate the growing forecasted traffic. Of this demand, 71% will be single-aisle type, 25% wide-body, 3% regional jets, and 1% freighters. Africa will invest almost $175 billion in new airplanes over the next 20 years. The employment split for AFRA members in 2018 is 6% for pilots, 15.4% for engineers, 13.2% for cabin crew, 13% for traffic, marketing, and others, 52%. In 2018, AFRA member airlines employees' productivity was 29% lower than the worldwide average. The low employees' performance reveals inflated personnel numbers of African airlines. Human capital development is critical to support the growth of air traffic demand. Worldwide, 2018 airline accident statistics showed a total of 10 fatal accidents involving commercial airlines, resulting in 519 fatalities. 2018 safety result is an inferior performance compared to 2017, for which the number of fatalities was less. The number of accidents in Africa dropped in 2018 from 9 to 5. There were 2 fatal accidents in Africa, both involving turboprops. The low number of accidents in Africa is a continuation of a trend of improving safety standards in the continent due to the efforts by various stakeholders, including AFRA, ICAO, IATA, civil aviation authorities, airports, ground handlers, and others. These efforts need to continue to enhance aviation safety performance in Africa. We would like to see all eligible African airlines obtain IOSA or ESA certification. Likewise, we want to see the ground handlers on ISAGO registry and assure the customers that African aviation adhere to industry best practices in safety, security, and operation. As of September 2019, Africa had 46 airlines on the IOSA registry, comprising almost all the major carriers on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next year, our main priorities are tackling through AFRA new strategic objectives the challenges faced by our members, raising the market share of African airlines in the global air transport. As we work on these priorities, our action will include advocacy and lobbying, cooperation through joint projects, statistics, and data intelligence. In this regard, we are launching the AFRA Aviation Consultancy Unit during this General Assembly, which is aimed to assist our members in various areas of expertise. As I conclude this annual presentation, I wish to thank the Executive Committee of AFRA for their guidance to the Secretariat. I wish also to express my appreciation to our members and partners for their support to AFRA. We want AFRA to be an adding value organization for our members and partners. Our mission is to promote and serve African airlines and to champion Africa's aviation industry. Better skies for Africa remains the pillar of all our action. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much.